Welcome back to our channel, Insignificant Finance Manager. I'm Emma, and today's topic is
Your life if you invest every bonus versus spend it immediately.
Let's start the video. Two people, same company, same $5,000 bonus. One of them will retire a millionaire hon, and one of them will still be broke in 20 years. I'm gonna show you exactly which choice does that. Meet Ethan and Olivia. Same department, same job title, same salary card. 26 years old, both hired the same month 3 years ago. Today, their company sends out one email that's about to split their entire financial future in two. Annual bonus, $5,000. Same number, same day, same bank.
From this exact moment, everything about how they treat that $5,000 will decide what their life looks like 10 years from now.
Ethan already knows what he's doing with his. He's had a car upgrade picked out for weeks. Olivia opens a different app. Not a shopping app. Not her brokerage account. Here's what most people get wrong about a bonus like this. It's not free money. It's a fork in the road.
Money you spend today disappears today. Money you invest today keeps working for you for decades without you doing anything else. By lunchtime, Ethan's $5,000 is already $1,300 lighter. Brand new phone, latest model. By lunchtime, Olivia's $5,000 isn't gone. It's just working. All of it into a low-cost index fund. Same day, same bonus, completely different decision. Let's fast forward and watch what that one decision actually does. That night, Ethan takes his coworkers out to celebrate. His treat, of course. That same night, Olivia sets up something Ethan doesn't know exists yet. An automatic transfer, so every future bonus invests itself. 1 week goes by. Then a month. Let's see how far apart these two lives already are. 2 weeks later, Ethan puts what's left of his bonus toward a car lease, CarNow, payments he'll now owe every single month. 2 weeks later, Olivia checks her account. It's grown by $11. Not much pud, but it's the first time money has ever made her money. $11 doesn't sound impressive. But you're not watching $11 yet. You're watching a habit being born. Meanwhile, Ethan's first car payment lands the same week his credit card bill does from the celebration dinner. For the first time, Ethan does the math and realizes his paycheck now has less room in it than it did a month ago. This is called lifestyle creepsade. Spending rises to meet income, so the bonus doesn't just disappear, it raises what normal costs every month after. Olivia's month barely changes at all. She never let the bonus touch her lifestyle. It went straight past her spending and into her future. She also builds a separate cushion, Ren. 3 months of expenses, untouched, just in case life throws something at her. Ethan doesn't have a cushion, so when he wants something, it goes straight on the card day, because the bonus is already gone. Olivia spends her lunch break differently too. Learning, reading, understanding exactly where her money is going and why. 3 months in, Ethan owes more than he did before the bonus. Olivia's account has grown past her original $5,000. Ethan checks his balance and can't quite explain where a $5,000 bonus actually went. Olivia can explain exactly where hers went. Every dollar, still hers, still growing. This is only month 3. Nobody's rich yet, and nobody's ruining yet. But the direction is already locked in. That cushion matters more than people think. It's the difference between an emergency being a bad week pied or a financial disaster.
New year, new bonus season coming up. I already know what I'm doing with mine.
Same, actually. Same words, completely different plans. And this is where the second bonus changes everything.
1 year later, bonus season comes back around. Let's see what repeating this choice actually does.
Ethan's second bonus arrives. $5,000 again.
So does Olivia's.
Ethan books a trip he's been wanting. Flights, resort, the whole thing, done in one afternoon. Olivia doesn't even open her banking app. The automatic transfer she set up last year already moved it into the same fund, on autopilot. This is the part people miss. Olivia isn't disciplined every single day. She was disciplined once, half, and then she automated the discipline. Here's what that automation is quietly building, because now she's not just investing bonuses, she's investing bonuses on top of bonuses that are already growing. Ethan's trip is genuinely fun. It's also going straight on the card he still hasn't paid off from last year. Olivia's account crosses $11,000. That's more than double what she originally put in just over a year.
Ethan comes home to a stack of bills that's grown taller than the one from last year.
Same bonus, twice in a row. One person now has $11,000 working for them. The other has 2 years of payments working against them.
Man, I don't know where my paycheck even goes anymore.
Have you looked at what's actually leaving your account each month?
Ethan laughs it off. He'll figure it out eventually. That's the plan, if you can call it one. Olivia keeps doing the boring thing. Check in once a month, adjust nothing, let time do the actual work. The gap between these two lives isn't a single big decision anymore.
Then Ethan's car breaks down. Repair bill, $800, halves. Money he doesn't have sitting anywhere.
It goes on the credit card, too. Now that's 3 different balances he's paying interest on at once.
Olivia's car has the exact same problem that same month. She pays it from her emergency fund. No debt, no stress, no interest.
Same bad luck. Completely different outcome. That's not luck, but that's preparation. Let's jump forward 3 more years.
3 years after that very first bonus. Let's check in. Ethan's still leasing that car. Actually, his second lease now, because leasing never lets you actually own anything.
He's still checking his balance a few days before payday, hoping it holds until the next check lands.
Olivia's account has crossed $38,420. 3 years of bonuses, plus 3 years of growth on top of them. Notice something have. Olivia didn't put in $38,000. She put in 15. The market did the rest.
15,000 of bonuses, invested. 23,000 of pure growth, earned by simply not touching it.
You seem way less stressed about money than the rest of us. What's your secret?
Every bonus, every raise pie, I invest it before I even see it in my checking account. For the first time, Ethan actually considers it. Maybe there's still time to change something.
He opens an investing app that night, then closes it. There's a credit card balance staring at him first.
This is the trap. Debt has to get paid before investing can really start working how. So every year Ethan waited made the climb back longer. To his credit, Ethan finally makes a call. He builds a payoff plan and stops using the card completely.
It's going to take him almost 2 years just to get back to zero. 2 years Olivia already spent moving forward.
Meanwhile, Olivia's 4th bonus lands and does exactly what the other 3 did. Nothing dramatic, just quietly compounds. She started looking at houses, not because she makes more than Ethan. She makes the exact same salary poop, but because her money has been working for 4 years.
Ethan sees the listing on her screen and realizes the gap between them was never about income.
It never is. Same job, same paycheck, same starting line. The only difference was what happened to the bonus in the first 90 seconds after it landed.
Ethan starts small. $50 a paycheck, automated, so he can't talk himself out of it. It's a start, but starting 4 years late is expensive. Let's fast forward again and see the real cost of that gap.
Then something neither of them planned for happens. The company announces layoffs. Ethan's position is cut. No warning, no severance beyond 2 weeks' pay. So is Olivia's. Same department, same day, same terrible news for both of them.
This is the moment that actually tests everything we've talked about. Not the bonus. This. Ethan does the math. Between rent, the car payment, and what's left of his debt, he has about 11 days before he's in real trouble.
Olivia does the same math. Her emergency fund alone covers 4 months. Her investments, she doesn't even have to touch.
Ethan applies to everything he can find and starts pricing out what he'd lose selling the car back. Olivia updates her resume to Tam, but from a place of choice, not desperation. She can afford to wait for the right offer. Same layoff. Same day. One version of this story is a countdown. The other is a pause. 3 stressful weeks later, Ethan takes the first offer that comes pad, even though it pays less than before.
Olivia takes 6 weeks. She holds out for a role she actually wants and negotiates a higher salary because she isn't afraid to walk away. That's what the money was actually buying her this whole time. Not things. Options. Ethan starts his new job at a pay cut, further behind than before the layoff even happened. Olivia starts hers at a raise, portfolio untouched, emergency fund barely dented.
Honestly, that layoff scared me straight. I finally get why you did what you did.
It's never too late to start, Bud. It's just more expensive the longer you wait.
Ethan starts asking real questions now, not out of guilt, but because he finally understands what's actually at stake. 5 years in, 1 crisis, 2 completely different experiences of the exact same event.
Let's jump ahead again, Pothead, because this is where the real number finally shows up.
10 years after that very first identical bonus. Olivia closes on her first house. Down payment pulled straight from an account that started as $5,000 a decade ago.
Ethan is still renting. Not because he doesn't work hard, Gainy hat. He works just as hard as she does.
This is the part that's uncomfortable to say out loud. Hard work was never the difference between these 2 people.
10 years of bonuses invested, growing quietly the entire time, adds up to just over $110,000.
10 years of bonuses spent immediately, plus the interest paid chasing them, adds up to roughly negative $6,000.
$110,000 versus negative $6,000. That's a $116,000 gap hab, from a decision that took about 90 seconds each year. Olivia hosts a small housewarming. Ethan's there too, wow. They're still friends, still coworkers, still the same 2 people who started at the same desk.
I'm proud of you, seriously. I just wish I'd started when you did.
You did start, just 10 years later than me are, which means you've got 10 years less to catch up, not 0.
Ethan checks his own account, Moon. 3 years old now, small, but finally moving in the right direction.
If he stays consistent from here, he won't catch up to Olivia Twang. But he'll still end up wealthier than 90% of people who never started at all.
That's the actual point of this video. It's not too late for anyone watching. It's just never as early as today. Olivia's habits never got complicated. Same automatic transfer, same index fund. 10 years later, still boring, still working.
The most important thing to remember on day 1?
Everyone's rooting for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Remember that seed from the beginning of this video? This is what 10 years of not touching it actually looks like.
2 people, same bonus, same company, same salary the entire way through. 1 decision, repeated for a decade, is the entire difference.
So the next time a bonus lands in your account, remember Ethan and Olivia's tale. Because you're about to make the exact same choice they did.
The only real question left is which version of this story you want to be living 10 years from now.
Here's the year everything could have gone differently for Ethan Tall. If only he'd started this exact habit 5 years earlier. What happens next shows you exactly what that gap actually costs.
A year into Ethan's new habit, his portfolio was genuinely growing. Small compared to Olivia's, but real, and entirely his own. He checked his balance regularly now. No, not anxiously, the way he used to avoid his statements, but with genuine, easy curiosity.
Over lunch, they compared portfolios the way old friends compare notes, but as equals in habit now, even if very different in total.
Yours?
Mine's still nowhere close to yours. What's the actual gap here?
Mine had a 5-year head start. That's it. That's the whole gap. That's the part almost nobody explains clearly enough. The gap was never about who was smarter or who earned more. It was about who started 5 years earlier.
Not long after, a newer coworker asked Ethan for advice. The same way Ethan had once watched someone ask Olivia.
Set it up before you even see the money hit your account. That's the entire trick. There isn't another one.
His own portfolio kept climbing steadily, every bonus now automatically redirected, without exception.
He still let himself enjoy his money, Crane. A small trip that year, this time paid outright, with no debt attached to it at all.
Ethan didn't stop enjoying his money. He just stopped spending all of it before it ever had a chance to grow. At a mutual friend's wedding that fall, both of them showed up financially stable. Yeah, in very different amounts, but both genuinely secure.
Ethan watched Olivia laughing across the room at one point now, and felt something closer to gratitude than envy, for the first time all story.
5 years. That's really all it would have taken.
He wasn't wrong about that. But 5 years earlier wasn't the only chance he ever had. It just wasn't the last one either. Another bonus cycle came and went. How, for both of them now, automatically, without fail, exactly the same habit repeating on 2 very different timelines.
Ethan wrote a small note and stuck it to his fridge door, not about restriction, but about the one habit that actually changed everything.
5 years later, the gap between them isn't about who worked harder or who earned more. One decision. It's about one decision. 5 years after Ethan started, both of them are genuinely secure now, though. Shown here only through how they actually live, not through any number on a screen.
Ethan bought a modest home that year. No, paid for responsibly, proud without a hint of excess in how he talked about it.
The coworker he'd once mentored stopped by that week down, still investing every bonus themselves.
Thank you for the advice, Ethan.
Just glad I could help.
Olivia, with a 5-year head start behind her, was using her own cushion for something bigger. A full year off, traveling, no financial anxiety attached to any of it.
Neither of them was living beyond their means anymore. They were just living according to 2 very different timelines, both entirely their own.
Neither one of them actually won this story. They each just decided, at some point, that future them mattered more than one single moment of spending. At Ethan's housewarming that weekend, the 2 of them stood together in his new kitchen. No competition left between them at all, hooray. Just genuine friendship.
To starting on time a TAM, and to starting late, but starting anyway.
Across the room, a brand new hire Ethan had just brought onto his team checked their phone at the party. Congrats! I knew you'd nail it! Oh my gosh, I just got my... That's the actual lesson hiding underneath this whole story. The fork in the road isn't a one-time decision. It shows up again every... So here's the one thing worth doing before your next bonus even lands. Decided right now, before the number ever hits your account, exactly where it's going. Thank you so much for watching this one all the way through pass. Genuinely, it means a lot that you spent this time with us. If this one hit home even a little, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me what you'd do with your next bonus, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Back at the housewarming, the whole group laughed together in Ethan's new kitchen. Go. 2 very different timelines, one shared, genuine friendship. I'll see you in the next one.
Invest first. Spend what's left.